Quick shout out to my Patreons who keep this channel going. You can join my Patreon down in the description below. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of Symphogear. This one's titled Noise and Disharmony. Okay. I'm in love with the show already. Like, as first episodes go, I was immediately into it. Like, it's hard to sell a show in one episode, especially when it's from 2012, I believe this came out, right? Yeah, January 2012, so it has been 9 years since this came out, and older shows like this tend to have a bit of an issue nowadays of trying to hold up, especially in terms of animation quality, and you can tell, like, I was lenient on the visuals of this show because, especially the first scene with the bus coming up, like, you can tell this is definitely from 2012, even though I think this is the Blu-ray version of the show. At least I think Crunchyroll has the Blu-ray version of Season 1 and 2, because they were added in 2015, and I think they got the Blu-ray. But I don't quite know how each version works, but I'm watching the Crunchyroll version either way, because it has all 5 series, and I would like to eventually get to all 5 series. We'll see, though. But yeah, you can tell it is from 2012 from the animation quality and such, but even still, once you look past that, because art style is not all there is to an anime, even if you have a particularly beautiful one, like Jobless Reincarnation this season, you still need to have the substance and content and sound effects and music and character development and just character chemistry if you have multiple characters playing off each other. You need all that to really make a good show. And this first episode actually did it quite well. We set up the world of having these Symphogear that need to fight off the noise. It's not like a post-apocalyptic world, it's just a world that is in combat with the noise and is just defending against them where possible. It's not like the whole world is lost or anything, with certain other types of these narratives. We have our main duo, or our main duo for the episode was Vibing, who unfortunately we did lose a member. Which one was it? It was Kanade, right? Yes, Kanade sings the song and defeats the noise at the cost of her own life, although a piece of her gear gets embedded in the girl, Hanase, I want to say? Was it Hanase? Let's see. Where are the character names? I've lost the character names already. Hibiki, not Hanase. I don't know where Hanase come from. Forgive me. But yeah, it gets embedded in Hibiki. And yeah, this is kind of left as not really important for a while. 2-year time skip to Tsubasa, Morning, Kanade, but still fighting off the noise by herself. No longer with a duo, although I assume she's going to eventually become a bit more of a duo with Hibiki as Hibiki evolves into the main character of the show. Although Hibiki is currently being attacked by the noise and trying to save this little girl when she recalls Kanade's song. And this is a little tidbit I didn't immediately pick up on in the episode, but apparently sang the exact same song that Kanade sung to activate her Symphogear, and just repeated that and activated hers. And I don't know if she's doing it successfully, if this is what always happens when you first do it, or if it's activated because it's damaged and it's only like a part of it has been lodged in her. Either way, it's been quite a interesting transformation for her, and as a result, it means that the people in command, I don't know what the name of the organization tasked with commanding the Symphogears, I don't know who that is, I don't know if that's just Japanese government or what. I assume there's going to be a name for them. I was reading noise for a second there. But I assume there's going to be a name for this organization that they work under, and that's probably how Hibiki's going to be getting involved in them. They might try and say, well, Tsubasa did recognize that was Kanade's Symphogear essentially activating, which is probably quite a shock for her, and hence why she's rushing over there. So I guess they're going to be curious as to how this has come about again, and they'll probably have a lot of questions for Hibiki, but yeah, as first episodes go, it got me involved in the premise very, very quickly, and I'm super excited to see more of it. In fact, I should get my notebook just in case I need to take notes, because you guys seem to be very supportive of this series. I mean, this is an older one, and has been going on for a long time, so naturally it's going to have quite a lot of fans ongoing. Like I said, it's been 9 years since the original came out. And whilst you guys say the visual quality will improve over time, if you can enjoy this one, you'll enjoy the rest, so that's good to know. But yeah, hopefully you guys say there will be a lot of answers and stuff to things that I raised in the last episode, and that will be good. Thank you for not spoiling. I know it can be easy to just let slip some information because if you're passionate about something, you want to share it as much as possible. But hopefully the show will do it, and if I miss anything super important, I know you guys have got my back anyway. So thank you in advance for that. Anyway, let's get the episode up and going because I'm running out of time today, and I would like to get this done. I've already uploaded the 3 others. I would like to get this one done as well. So, as per usual, here on YouTube we do time-based format. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all the Patreon shows that I do, which is these Patreon requested ones, as well as the entire Winter 2021 season that's currently ongoing. £4 a month gets you access to all those. There are higher tiers as well for like shout-outs at the beginning that you saw. But here on YouTube we have to do time-based format. So bottom left of the screen you'll see the time of the episode. I'll count down 3, 2, 1, play. On play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. Watch this one on Crunchyroll, like I said, since here in the UK I can get access to all 5 seasons, so it just makes sense for me to watch it here. I'll call out when, well, I was going to say I'll call out logos and such, but we don't. We just fade into the episode and we're good to go. You can use screen flash on my face on mic to tell when scenes transition. That should help me sync up. Yeah, and with all that said, I guess let's get into episode 2 of Symphogear in 3, 2, 1, play. Music kicking up already. There it is, going there. A new candidate. Interesting. OP. Okay. I don't think we got this last time, did we? We might have got the music last time, but I love this music. Anti-drop, I love it. Alright. Noise and disharmony. There's the noise. I love how the singing and the music is mixed in with the combat so, like, intrinsically. Nice. Nice. Okay. Waste of a bike, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, that's the big boy. Oh, damn. Wow. As if it was nothing. Well, you'd expect that from someone like her. Never even thought about the dust that's left over. And deactivate. Oh, don't drop the drink. Oh, it's a waste of a drink. Consent? Okay. Wow. Restrictions on actions and freedom of speech. Very interesting. No, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah. You have a gear somehow. Special Disaster Response Team, okay. Oh yeah, you're under arrest. Let me guess it's under the school. Hmm. Wonder why they chose to put it under the school. At least the entrance. Whoa. What is this? Sure. That's the issue here. Okay. You can hear Mayuki's voice a bit more in this performance. Yes, please do. Genjuro. Okay. It's gonna take me a while to remember names. Yeah, why that happens. Uh-huh. Fair. Yep. At least in private, not in the middle of the party hall, but, you know. Girlfriend right for the plucking, interesting. Oh. Metro Music, okay. Does that mean she'd be going over to England in that case? Hmm. Right, don't break it immediately. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. And asleep. This is Tsubasa, I'm guessing. Yep. Well, that didn't turn out so well. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, okay. I bet you do. You have no idea. Tsubasa? Every time. Okay. Okay, that's good. Basically, yeah. The first relic, okay. Heretical technology. Okay. So we can't just make more. Fragment of a blade. Okay. So, yeah, song. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, convenience. Mm-hmm. They're called candidates. Got it, yeah. I think we kind of understand it. Yep. Sakurai Theory, okay. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Mm-hmm. I You kind of had to be there to be hurt, but never mind. Hundreds of fragments, okay. The third relic. Gung is the relic name. Got it, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's going to be a tough one to process. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were Well, I suppose they needed to experiment. Mm-hmm. Which makes you wonder, where did the relics come from in the first place? And yet, the direct under the Japanese government. Fair enough. Does she have much of a choice in this regard? Let's be real. That you can. Hmm. Yeah, she's not gonna be that warm to you right now. Does she understand why Sebastian might not be so warm to her right now? Oh, hello. Emergency. Well, yes, but yeah, it's probably a bit dangerous and risky, but whatever. Her heart's in the right place, at least. Right. Hmm. A little bit. Hmm. Oh boy. Oh, lovely. Here we go. We're getting a full transformation scene with her finally. I think we did in episode 1 maybe, but past couple she's been getting the cheap ones. Nice. Oh damn. Yeah, she's not happy about that. Blue flash. Oh damn. I wonder if throwing her off song like that is kind of dangerous to do. You're definitely gonna slow her down, but you will slow me down. Really? Oh, she means let's fight, not let's fight together. Let's actually fight. Oh, okay. I mean, I get that. ED time. Okay, this is trippy. Reminds me of like old school noise visualizers. Okay, less so now. Having creepy visuals with all the body parts like this, but whatever. There's probably a reason behind that. I love the music in this show. This imagery is also very interesting, to say the least. I wonder if there is going to be any actual context for it, or if it's just for visual appeal. But they all seem to have some form of tree imagery as well, so... Okay. Good episode. I mean, another good episode. We started getting a bit more context for some of the things that were going on. Start to understand this government's involvement, process, refinement of it, how it's only a found power. They can't make more of it. So if they were to lose one of these relics, that's them out. Makes you question how many relics they have. Because Tsubasa has the first relic they ever found. Hibiki now has inherited the third relic they found. I do wonder how many of these we have. And also, why they exist in the first place. Because that's always something that's, like, kind of interesting to me when it comes to these types of shows, when you have this enemy that you have a mysterious power that you can only use to fight them because everything else that humanity has doesn't. I'm always curious as to where it comes from. And I'm sure that's going to be a point at some point. I mean, we got 5 seasons of this. How could they not use that as a plot point, right? But I am curious to see how it goes, because for something like Wars of Sigurdrifa that we recently watched, although I didn't overly think that show was fantastic, it did explore where they got their powers from and Odin and all that happened with them. No spoilers for those who haven't seen that series yet or who are thinking of watching it. Something like Assault Le Bouquet and like the origins of the Huge, that's something that's very, very interesting to me, and I would like to dive into more in future as well. Hopefully that project will get more attention. If we get an English version of the game, that would be nice, because I've been playing the Japanese version, which is good because you can experience the gameplay of it, and I quite like the gameplay of it. I'll do a video on it here soon, hopefully. But the story-wise, I've got nothing, because it's all in Japanese, and like translating it screen by screen is way too time-consuming. So unless there's an English translation of the Last Bullet like storyline anywhere, I'm not gonna be able to experience any of that. But still, yeah. So Tsubasa is challenging Hibiki to a fight here, which honestly, Tsubasa's gonna win. Like, Hibiki is just not. Well, that's if they actually go on with the fight, or if they're told to stop, or if their power, because their power only seems to last a certain amount of time, and it seems to be the duration of a song. So that's going to be interesting to see if they can actually fight or not. But yeah, I'm very interested to see where this story goes. We've introduced some of the side characters as well, like Genjiro. And what was the name of the girl? Sakurai, that was her name. Head scientist. Yeah, she's the developer of this form of armor. Which makes you question how the hell has she managed to work this out? Like, how she seems really knowledgeable about this, so I'd love to know how this power was discovered, why it exists in the first place, what the Noise are ultimately doing here. Like, are they just here to destroy and conquer everything? Do they have an ulterior motive? Are they specifically targeting something? Because in the first episode, let me go back to the first episode here, because we were doing something to a relic, weren't we? Under the concert, which seems like an unnecessary risk to human life, especially considering, I think one of you guys said it was like 10 to 12,000 people died in that incident, which is pretty rough. Right, here it is, hang on. The future of the human race is riding on the results of today's concert. Wait, hang on, what was the name there? It had an N in it. News something. Oh, the subtitles are in the way. Nehushtan? Nehushtan? I think I'm saying that maybe correctly. Probably not. Yeah, Sakurai was there testing it. But they needed the concert for the relic in some capacity. Did they really explain why? Or what happens? Let's see. Safety isn't holding against the internal pressure of the rising energy. So they wanted to activate the relic so that they could obviously utilize it in future. This is probably just one of the more recently found ones, and they used the concert as a means of awakening it. However, it went beyond the safety controls and went out of control, which resulted in the huge detonation in the middle of the stage. again, a very big risk to the lives of everyone in that concert. Just saying. Like, it feels a bit questionable. But I mean, if the concert's the only way you can do it, did you need an audience for the concert? What if you just went off, like if you were doing atom bomb testing, just went off into the desert somewhere, did your songs, and just did it there? Would it have been that much different? Did you need the audience to hear it? Like, maybe I'm just overthinking something like that. But that feels like something that put lives at risk unnecessarily, unless you have to have an audience for it. Maybe. I don't know. Just seemed like quite the risk. And then that attracted the noise once that exploded. Are the noise searching for the relics? Do they want the relics back, maybe? Are they... I don't know how this works. But I have a lot of questions, and that's good for the show. It's good that I'm getting into the show, you know? Like, I'm asking these questions because I'm invested and I want to know more. So, I consider that a... yeah, I consider that a win for the show, to have me this invested that I'm already curious about the deeper mechanics of how this world exists. So, yeah, I'm loving this series. Yeah. I've heard of this series a lot. I didn't think I'd enjoy it as much as I did, and so I must thank who requested this one again? I just want to get your name right, because I'm terrible with names, as you guys know. Yeah, Wargle, gotta thank Wargle for requesting this show. Also, thank you to LT Norm for supporting me on Patreon and wanting a shout out on this show as well. So thank you both. Yeah, I never would have took the plunge for Symphogear because, well, I'm very bad at starting older shows. Like, I'll give every new show in a season all the time in the world to get into it. But for some reason, older shows, I've now got to the point where I have a lot of trouble getting into them. But all 4 Patreon requested shows this season, this, Log Horizon, World Trigger, and School Live, I've been into them immediately as soon as I've started watching them, so it's been quite the pleasure, and I'm looking forward to completing this season, hopefully in some good time, as well as hopefully exploring into Symphogear G, and then on to whatever the other series are called. What are they? G, GX, AX, AXZ, and XV. I assume there is probably a reason behind why it went that way, but who knows, I'm too dumb to figure that out. So, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did. It helps grow the channel, as do your comments on what you thought. If there's anything super important that I should have taken note of in that series, but kind of glossed over or have forgotten, please let me know. Obviously, no spoilers, because, you know, I'm trying to experience this for the first time. But you guys, I trust you guys a lot when it comes to shows like this, so knock yourselves out. Don't forget to subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.